Yeah, I mean, I think both men and women have some degree of, well, we both have responsibility when it comes to this. I mean, the big thing is, though, is that because women are the sexual selectors, women control who has access to sex.
Yes.
So,
well, they're doing a pretty poor job of it since birth control.
I think in ways men like validate that though.
Well, men play into hookup culture, but
men created hookup culture.
Men?
Women,
I disagree. I disagree
no,
with that.
women, evolutionarily, women, and we know, based off of statistics, that women are not happy right now. They're not happy with hookup culture. They hate it. Women like pair bonding. They like finding one person, and they like their families, and they like doing that. Men are the ones who like having sex with anything because they have lower disgust levels. What is it? Lower disgust thresholds, right? So men will have sex with anything because also you have testosterone coursing through your veins, which makes you sexually aggressive. It makes you want to have sex with more people.
Wait,
women
men
don't have that.
Lower disgust thresholds?
Yeah.
I think you're right. Okay.
Really? Yeah.
I see
So
that.
women will get the ick much faster than a man will.
Oh,
Okay, I see what you mean.
And that is evolutionarily so
I see
that we
what you
can
mean.
protect ourselves and create healthy offspring.
I think, though, within the context of, like, for example, assessing a potential partner based on promiscuity, men have a greater disgust threshold when it comes to a woman's promiscuity than a woman does towards a man's promiscuity.
Sure.
Women actually...
I think that's cultural, though.
Well, I think there's some evolutionary component.
You would say then that it could be another man's child. There's that theory.
Well, there's that, but also women are attracted to men. Like, if a man can sleep with a lot of women, he's pre-selected.
Sure.
Hold on, let's let this come through.
It's absolutely absurd that Beret sold her butthole for $6 and will then argue men are the problem. Women are in power. Honestly, if you view us as animals, Beret, shut up and be submissive like you're an animal.
Wow, the robot was very aggressive with the shut up there.
If I think we're animals, if you view us as animals, we are animals. We're mammals. We are literally animals, and we think we're gods.
But so, okay, by the way, Nitson, thank you for the 100 donation, appreciate it. So, when it comes to the disgust threshold, when it comes to promiscuity, women will look at a guy who's slept with a lot of women and
be attracted to
be more attracted to him because a man's promiscuity. Some women might be disgusted by promiscuous men. It might be even a lot of women are disgusted by, but I think it's far less than the degree to which men are disgusted by female promiscuity.
Well, it's also a scarcity theology, right? Like men want something that a lot of men can't have.
Wait, men? Sure. Yeah. Yes, I agree. And I mean, you brought up the paternity uncertainty component. Yeah. So one of the reasons I think it's evolutionary hardwiring for men to prefer women who are less promiscuous or who are virgins or who have a low body count is because before the 1980s, when we had paternity testing, DNA testing, if a woman was promiscuous and she had previously slept with someone and you want to get married to her or whatever, you want to have kids with her, there's no way to guarantee that the child is yours. So a woman who has 10 husbands and she's sleeping with all of them before 40 years ago, you don't know who the father is.
Sure.
You don't know. But a man who has 10 wives, who's sleeping with 10 women, you know for certain who the father is.
Sure.
In all instances. So for evolutionary reasons, I think men have a more vested interest in finding a partner who's not promiscuous or who has a low body count.
I think with birth control, that is true. I think that I'm really against birth control. I think that birth control absolutely obliterates women. I think that many hormones in a person shouldn't exist. And it also, I think, gave women agency to have sex with like dusties and scrubs who like don't care about them, and they didn't have to be selective anymore. I think that without birth control, without being post-human, women have more interest in being way more selective with who they sleep with, because pregnancy is really hard on a body, and then you're stuck with the kid in a way that a man is not stuck with the kid. I think the birth control made it so that children was a biological choice for women, but it was a social choice for men to be a father. And I think that is I think that sucks.
Well, yeah, and I think earlier on in the show you brought up the sexual revolution, which I think you said you were against. I mean,
Yeah.
that basically started after the advent of
Birth control.
birth control.
Yeah, and anti-Christianity in the 50s.
Yeah. By the way, did the one about you getting annihilated?
Yeah.
Did we pull that one up?
Yeah, about 3 times.
I need to get caught up on a couple of these before they fall off my screen here.